Hello, and thank you for joining me for Skillcraft AI's guide to creating an AI animated music video. In this session, I'm going to show you how to take a song, whether it's AI generated or your own, and turn it into a fully realized visual story. But here's the bigger picture. The same fundamentals you'll learn here, concept, rhythm, pacing, world building, and emotional storytelling, are the foundation for any kind of cinematic content, from short films and serial projects to full-length features. A music video is the perfect starting point. It's short, focused, and expressive, a creative playground where you can experiment with sound, color, and story structure. Every cut has rhythm. Every frame has emotion. And when you understand how those pieces work together, you're already thinking like a filmmaker. AI doesn't replace creativity, it amplifies it. It gives us new tools to visualize ideas that once lived only in imagination. But it still starts with you, your story, your taste, your sense of timing and mood. In this guide, I'll walk you through the process step by step. Finding your concept and story. Creating or refining your music track. Designing visuals and motion with AI tools, editing and syncing everything together, and publishing and expanding your work into bigger projects. So whether you're here to make your first AI music video or to build towards something cinematic, you're in the right place. Let's dive in.
The tower's calling you, and it's time to see it through.
In part one of our series, we're going to talk about how to choose your tools. Depending on your preferences and the hardware that you have available to you, will determine what kind of tools you will use in creating an AI animated music video and pretty much any other project that you might be working on. So let's go ahead and start by taking a look at the top tools that you might take advantage of. So first off, I'm going to be using DaVinci Resolve in order to do our editing. DaVinci is free, and that's a good reason to use it. Another good reason is because it is considered a professional video editing software, and I would recommend taking advantage of that. Now, you don't have to use DaVinci Resolve. You can use CapCut, you can use any number of different video editing software that's out there, whatever it is that your preference is. I like to use LumaFusion on my iPad, for example. But for bigger projects, I definitely use DaVinci Resolve on my PC because that's where I can pull out the most power. But quite honestly, I have done many of my projects on the iPad using LumaFusion, and the only reason that I switched over was just because I kept on running into size issues, and that's because my projects were getting more elaborate. So we're going to build in DaVinci Resolve, but again, this is where it's entirely subjective and it's up to you how it is that you want to go about this. Another thing we'll take a look at is audio. Now, a lot of the audio can be fixed, can be edited directly in Resolve. But if you're looking for a DAW that's free where you can do some fine tuning and might not, DaVinci Resolve might not be the best place for you to do it, Audacity is a good option. It's free, it's relatively intuitive, there is a learning curve, but you can find plenty of tutorials online that can help you get all of that sorted out. So beyond that, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to be using Suno for our music. Now, this again is entirely up to you. Suno is all about AI music generation, and if you're looking to create a music video and you just want to get started, you don't know where to start, try Suno. You can create your own music here, and the results are spectacular. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating a song in Suno with a specific concept. We're going to bring our music into DaVinci Resolve. And once we have that in there, then that's going to lay the foundation for our music video. The main tool to use for lip sync is going to be Hedra. Now, you don't have to use Hedra for the lip sync. You can use something like Kling as well. Kling also has very good lip sync, and so does Runway. So this again is where it's up to you to decide which tools are going to be the best for you. I really like to use Hedra. I find the results from it are really quite spectacular. But that being said, Kling is very good as well. That's how I created the opening music video that is at the beginning of this course. The lip sync in Kling is really top notch as well. But there's also Runway. And one of the main reasons to use Runway is because of Act 2. What Act 2 is essentially motion capture, where you can create a video of yourself doing a performance. If you want to sing the song, then you can sing the song, and then you can create AI visuals that lay on top of your performance. And that's another way of really getting some stunning visuals. So those give us a good place to start. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be using Hedra, and for the rest of the visuals, I'm actually going to be using Imagine in Grok. And the reason that we're using Imagine is because it's free. At the very least, it's free at the time of this video, creating this. The other reason we're going to be using it is because they just put out an update, and the results are really quite top notch. Before, I wouldn't have recommended Imagine, but now they're definitely putting out some really solid visuals, and so I can recommend it. Prior to using Imagine, I was using Veo with Flow. The results with Veo are top notch as well. However, when it comes to lip sync, Veo is still quite limited. As far as I know, the only lip sync that Veo is capable of is essentially text to speech. That is, you have to type in the words that you want the character to say, then it will say those words, but you can't actually upload audio and get the lip sync that way. So really, if I was going to suggest anything, the easiest thing to get you started with lip sync is Hedra, in my opinion, and they are quite generous with the free credits. It's enough to at least get you started. Those are going to be our main tools: Suno, DaVinci, Hedra, Grok, Imagine, Google Gemini, and we're going to be using Nano Banana, but you could do the same thing with ChatGPT or any other chatbot that has image generation capability, or however it is that you choose to do your image generation. And that is a whole other can of worms. I could get into that, but quite honestly, I have gotten into the habit when it comes to generating images. I started using ChatGPT, and then I moved over to using Gemini because I got the subscription. So we're going to take a look at this in Gemini here. And essentially what we're going to do is we're going to use Gemini to build the concept, and we're going to use it for a variety of things like generating images, generating prompts, and we'll take you through that process as we progress. So that gives you an idea of everything we're going to be doing as far as choosing our tools go. You may be different. You don't have to do things the way that I'm doing them. I'm just giving you the foundation, and then it's up to you to decide what your tools of preference are. So let's go ahead and continue on from here.